Hi, this is Melissa from Web of Creativity, and this video is the instruction video for Accordion Style Plus mini album. And we're going to go through the page construction and a little over the matting and tags. The tutorial is going to have how to do the cover, a chipboard cover, how to mat it, all the measurements are in the tutorial. That's on my blog, www.webofcreativity.net. So let's go ahead and do a little, I already did a preview video of this, so I'm just going to go through it pretty quickly. So it opens up like this, and then we have our accordion style in the middle. So I'm going to show you how to attach all these pages. And what I did on how I matted them using the Spellbinder's die, Spellbinder's card creator. How to tag roll out. Spellbinder's card creator die. Alright, so what we're going to do is page construction, a little discussions on the matting and the tags. Okay, let's get started. Alright, time for the page construction. I've already cut my pieces and scored them. Just follow the directions on the tutorial for the measurements and the cutting measurements and the scoring measurements. So we have two styles right here. One more of a square, and then this a long piece. This is our pockets right here. So what we have are several pieces of the same page, and this is the front piece with just one flap. So all of them are have two tabs on the side, and only the front one has the front flap. So I already added a piece of tape to that, and then folded on the score lines in opposite directions for the next piece. So all the pieces will be folded in opposite directions. So to attach, we're going to lay this piece with the taped edge down on top of the other piece, of a next piece, evenly to attach it, because we want it flush on the top and bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the tape. I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. So there's our first flap, and then we have this little piece in the middle. So the next flap will be in the back side. I'm going to go ahead and add tape to my flap. Now when I add a tape to my tab here, I'm going to put it closer to the score line than the edge. This is a 3/8 inch tape. And the tab is a 1/2 inch. Alright, so this flap is going to go on this little section is going to go on the inside of this side, and then this tab is going to go on the back. So we're going to flip it over, and the next piece is going to sit on top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and fold on our score lines. So this side is going to go so, and this flap is going to go up. So I'm going to go ahead and flatten this out so I can place it on top evenly so I can see the top and bottom is flush. So you can start seeing it form here. And if it's a little crooked, just you can line it up and then use your bone folder to manipulate the paper just a little bit. So there we go. We have the start of our page. And then we just keep going on and on until we have all our pieces. So I'm going to show you how to attach the pocket. So we have this little spot, this little tab section here, and we're going to go ahead and taper the two corners. So we're going to cut at an angle up to that score line. And now we're going to put tape on it. And this time I'm putting tape close to this edge and not the score line. I'm going to tape both sides. So we're going to take our pocket and form our pocket, which has two score lines. So the 1/2 inch section is our tab. So I'm going to score it and cut the corners. And I'm going to add tape to our tab that we created. Alright. So now I'm going to fold this part over. And I want that to be even. And then I'm going to go ahead and run my bone folder over there. Remove my tape and attach. And there's our pocket. So we're going to remove the tape backing off of this tab and slide our pocket right onto it. So we want to make sure our pocket is even at the top and bottom and not crooked. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the tape. And we're going to slide the pocket. Alright, I like the seam edge at the bottom, so that's why I was looking to check to see where my bottom was. So I'm going to slide it on. Make sure it looks even. And there's our pocket. So we got our page, our pocket, and then our page. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and attach the rest of my pages. So we'll put tape on there, and then attach this page on top, and then the flap is going to go on the other side. So let me go ahead and show you the next page. So So I have these folded. So this piece will go on top of this piece, and this flap will be up. So then we'll have a little section right here, our next tab. So we have a pocket here. It opens like this. We'll have a pocket here. And so we're just going to keep going down. I'll finish these up and then show you all of the pages connected together. Okay, be right back. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and show you to attach another page and another pocket. So we got our tape down on our 1/2" piece and folded our next piece. So we're going to go ahead and lay it down like so. So I showed you one of just doing it so it's flush this way. And I'm going to do this one flush at the edge. So you can do it either or. It's whatever you're more comfortable with when attaching and lining up stuff. So there's our next fold. So it's looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and do one more pocket. So we're cut at the tabs up to the score line. Okay, and then we're going to add our tape closest to the edge. Oops. So I have it closest to the edge and have that space there. And then our pocket, fold on the tab piece. Add our tape. The placement on the tape on this one doesn't matter. I'm pretty much trying to center it. So then we're going to fold on the score line, lining up the sides, and then removing the tape and attaching. We have our pocket. Now I always like to slide it on before I take the tape off, just to get an idea if I need to trim any more on the sides right here. So this looks perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the tape. I'm going to slide it on the tab, making sure it's even. There we go. So now we have another pocket. We have one pocket there, and then on this side. Okay, keep doing it until all your pages are on and all your pockets are done. Alright, it's time to mat the pages. So we're going to set our book aside, and I've already cut out the mats. Again, all the dimensions are in the tutorial. So I have, you can do, once you cut them out, you can round the corners, do a border punch, die punch, etc. Now what I did is I used a Spells Binder card creator border edge. It's called A2 Bracket Borders 1. And it comes with several borders. You got thick borders and thin borders. So you have several choices to choose from. They have, this is, I got the border one, but they have several border dies that you can choose from. And it helps, I think it adds a little something extra to the mats. So the one that I used is the dots. So I took my plain mats and ran them through my cutter and used the dotted edge. And then this is what I get. Let's see if I can... see if I can get that to clear up. So you can see the edge. I also inked my edges with Vintage Photo. Okay, so how I'm going to attach these is I'm going to use my ATG and a little bit of glue. I like to glue the very tips of so that it doesn't pop up or get caught when messing with the folders. Just seeing if I can get my glue unstuck. Okay, so we'll take so I have one sheet for one side. You can do two different, but this is how I'm going to decorate mine. And then I'm going to take my glue and run it thin right along that edge. Wipe off that little bit of extra that I have. And go ahead and put it down. Oh, I'm going to turn it because I don't want my fingers in the glue. So then we're going to just make sure it's even top to bottom. So it's about a 1/8 inch border. Let's get rid of that glue around the edge. And I'm going to go ahead and do my little guy. And then just make sure my tip is down. Okay, and then we're going to do this side. You can use tape, score tape, wet glue, anything you want to attach. I'm using my ATG. Alright. And we have our first set of pages. And next up are tags. I'm going to mat the tags using the same border die and probably a thicker one for my mat. So stay tuned. Alright, lastly we have the tags after matting everything. And what I did for the tag is I used the dotted edge, and then I used a decorative thick edge, and you need one of the flat edges to go with it. You put them together, I tape them, and then run them through my machine, and that's how I get this decorative edge look for the tags. And when all said and done, you just put the tags in the pockets. And there you go. So once all the pages are done, you just attach, it's the pieces right here. I just attach it to the album and put a decorative piece over it to cover that last tab. And that's it. The directions for how to make the cover, the chipboard cover, is in the tutorial, the cutting guide, and pictures. So if you want to get the tutorial, it'll be on my blog, www.webofcreativity.net. Thank you for watching.